Hey guys, MJ here, welcome back to the channel. And today, we're going to be going through, of course, the official gameplay deep dive trailer now. So they're going to be going a little bit more into, all the ins and outs of the new gameplay. Well, we hope anyway, like they're going to be going a little bit more into it. I think they're going to be going into it as much as possible. Of course, over this, it looks like 7-minute video. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. If I'm like sniffing and stuff, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Got a bit of a cold, but yeah, let's get going, let's get watching this. I've obviously got it on the computer this time, so I can pause it in certain places so we can actually go back and talk about it a little bit more, see what's happening, see what's up. But yeah, let's go.
Welcome to EA Sports FC 24. My name's Timsy, and I'm joined by two experts from the development team behind this year's game, Sam and Kancho. Guys, welcome.
Hey, excited to be here.
Hey, what's up? Today we'll talk about the trinity of technologies delivering this true-to-football level of authenticity. Hypermotion V, Playstyles, and the revolutionised Frostbite engine. So let's just go straight into it. It feels like we have to start with Hypermotion V. So tell me, what's the V about? What's new this year?
V stands for Developmetric Capture Technology. It's a game changer because this is one of the biggest gameplay innovation, and I think the best way to talk about this is to show it.
They say that. Oh, tremendous! That's amazing that they've got that. They're focusing so much on this Haaland thing. As like with all of the things so far, they're focusing on this Haaland thing. But he is the poster boy now for the game. He is like their cover star. So of course they're bringing in his move that he did and everything from that match. So
goal! Remember that goal from Haaland against the Dortmund in the Champions?
But yeah, they literally say it every single year, like, oh, with the gameplay, like revolutionized gameplay. But yeah, look at this. You'll be able to actually do this in the game now.
Champions League last year, we now have exact.
Whether it's just Haaland though that you'll be able to do that with, just him, or if there's other players you can do that with. That's the thing.
The same motion in our game.
Oh, can you believe what we've just seen?
Wait, that is actually incredible.
That's the magic of Hypermotion V.
Look, there we go.
Hypermotion V completely redefines how we go.
Oh, yo, like I didn't go into this too much in the last video, but like yeah, that was in the trailer before. But like,
magic of Hypermotion V. Hypermotion V completely redefines how we go from the real world matches by using something called volumetric capture technology.
This has been a dream of ours for many years. Having the ability to get motion capture directly from the real players, the top players playing in the highest possible competitions. This has been a dream of ours for many years. I'm
like stopping and starting, but like, look at that now. They've made it so like, if you got two defenders, you can like kick the ball through them and go past them. Or in this instance here, when you're actually like in the old FIFA, like FIFA now, like basically FIFA 23 now, like sometimes you couldn't really do this at all, or any time at all, because these two defenders here would block your shot. There would be like auto blocks, like constant auto blocks, right? But now, outside of the foot, through both of the defenders, that's gonna be a bitch. Like, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice for you, but like when you're defending, it's gonna be a bitch because you're gonna be like, but my defender was there. Why didn't he block it? Why didn't he stick a leg out? Well, they did stick a leg out, but it's gone through to both of them.
Ability to get motion capture directly from the real players, the top players playing in the highest possible competitions. That's been a dream.
Well, how is that even possible?
There is a set of cameras in the actual stadiums all around the pitch, and with these huge matches played in front of the thousands of fans, we'll be able to capture the exact player motion that happens in the real games.
So basically what you're telling me is if it's football, it's in the game. That is incredible. But will these new animations be everywhere across the game?
Absolutely. We're talking about passes, shots, talking about tackles. We're talking about hundreds of new, never before seen animations. movements that are even more authentic to the football than ever before.
Especially those world-class actions that only a top player in a competitive match could possibly perform.
Grealish, it's in! A well-taken goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
So if Hypermotion V uses volumetric capture from leagues like the Premier League and the Women's Champions League, does that mean these top players are more authentic in the game this year?
Absolutely. Think of Haaland at a full sprint, right?
Yo, so
Nobody in the world.
This is like back in the day where you had that little competition between FIFA and PES. Like PES, that they had players on there, right? That were like, you literally knew when you got the ball with that player, it felt like that player in real life. You know, that like they had like the Adrianos back in the day, the Thierry Henrys, like all of those kind of like players back in the day, on there that would feel like really nice and actually feel like that player. Now it looks like FIFA, after so many years, are actually going to be doing that, because literally they got this technology in the stadiums watching the players' movement, so they just literally captured it. So they kind of cheated in a way. They've literally just captured every single movement of what that player does, and then just copied it and put it in the game. They couldn't make it authentically like from scratch, like PES, but still, you know, FIFA's always been king anyway, but still, yeah, that's kind of the basis of what that
World
is.
moves like him. And this year, we can take his volumetric data to create his running style with more authenticity than ever.
Yeah.
And even more, thanks to Hypermotion
Previous
V,
years,
we
look,
essentially gone from a
it.
couple of dozen signature run styles to over 1,200.
And with this real-world data, it just makes every player unique. And that's what's going into the game. So you play like Man City versus Liverpool, every player is going to be running a bit different.
Absolutely sensational!
That's right. It's not just the stars we had previously in our game, it's everyone on the pitch.
So, like,
Wow. So what you're telling me is Hypermotion V affects lengthy now.
Lengthy is back, absolutely. With
Lengthy's
Hypermotion
back.
V, we have
Oh,
locked
they're
twice as
gonna
many
bring the
acceleration
lengthy
archetypes,
thing.
which means more uniqueness, more differences, like in real life.
That is incredible. And that's just the first big technology powering authentic gameplay in FC24. I know we could talk about it so much more in great detail, but we have to move on. So let's talk about tech number 2. Tell me about these playstyles.
So to put it simply, numbers can't
So,
always...
obviously you guys know anyway, like in the ultimate team, if you're my ultimate team guys, the lengthy is the main thing that you're looking for on a card, because if they had that lengthy, it was like that meta in the game. You know, you chuck a shadow card, a hunter card, or whatever on a lengthy, you know that guy's gonna fly and run, and just be a really great player in the game, and just work so much more better than pretty much most of the other players, just by having that lengthy thing on them. So yeah, they are obviously bringing that one back. It is a shame in a way, because like there are certain players that don't have it, that they brought in, and it's like, oh man, if this guy had a lengthy, it would be so much more cool. But yeah, I guess it's good. It's good, you know. It's another one, I guess, for Ultimate Team there. Hopefully there's gonna be a few more things or different game modes as the video goes on, but
explain the things that great players are able to do on the pitch. Imagine Trent's signature whip cross, or the way that Vinny takes on defenders with his dribbling, or even Sam Kerr's instinctive style of finishing. So the playstyles really represent those signature abilities, adding that new dimension to the game that goes beyond just the ratings. It's more about the way you play.
Yes, and each of these playstyles will have 2 tiers, Playstyles and Playstyle Plus. So the Playstyles are the signature abilities that make players unique, and the Playstyle Plus takes these signature abilities from special to spectacular.
Amazing. And where did these playstyles actually come from?
Just like Hypermotion V, we are using real-world data to power our playstyles. And we've partnered with Opta to inform certain playstyles to our players so they're as authentic as possible.
Great. So what sort of gameplay boosts are we talking? I know a lot of people will want concrete.
So they partnered with Opta to get like, they're like the people that get like all of the, like the proper real world stats from like all of the games, you know, like, so like, you know, all the assists, all the goals, but like right down like into the details of like how many like runs they make into the box, all of the different you know, different things throughout the matches throughout the season. So they are really putting in like some big details into this. So this looks really good for the game, but obviously we have to get our hands on it first and see like how the gameplay's changed, right? But it's looking good. It's looking good, guys.
Examples from you, Sam?
Well, there's so many examples to take off. I really prefer to have players who have a defensive playstyles. And those playstyles will unlock a stop ball tackle, a new feature that we introduced in FC24. Players who will have these playstyles will be able to perform a stop tackle motion. It's an action that will cleanly dispossess the opponent and perfect opportunity to take the counterattack and take the lead.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's been missing so much, right? It's been a frustration of mine, probably of like many players this year, but the ball, every time I tackle, just seems to like bounce off of my guy, and I have to go in for another tackle. Then it bounces off him again. Then I have to go in for another tackle. Like, it's very disgusting and horrible gameplay on the FIFA 23, where you're tackling and it just doesn't stick. But if I can do this and it sticks to him, bro, then I got possession of the ball. Then I can then go and attack. That's good because it rewards you now for actually tackling the person by then keeping the ball and then going and passing and then getting back onto like the counter attack or whatever, and then maybe even like scoring a goal now. Like, so that's so much more better. That's how they should have done it, you know, already. I've hated it the last few FIFAs, I think, even where you're tackling and you're having to tackle like 2 or 3 times, like, because the ball just keeps rebounding off your player all the time.
And if you have the free kick specific playstyle, so that's going to give you that longer guiding line, so you can see exactly where the ball is going to go, and you can hit it into the top bins more regularly.
Or the power shot. Power shot is a new mechanic we introduced last year, and this year the power shot's playstyle really elevates this.
So this one's going to be a little mixed thing. A lot of people obviously like it, a lot of people don't like it. Yeah, I'm not like overly happy that that's back in there. I don't really use it a whole lot, but I to be honest, like console players, I've noticed this, console players don't really use it a whole lot, but like when you're coming up against PC players, they use it loads, bro. Like every single PC player I'll come up against, bro, like they're using this power shot. So it's definitely a big thing with like PC players, I noticed. I don't know, like, I don't know what your guys' take on this is, but like, yeah. I mean, there are obviously some console players that use it. I've used it now and again, like in objectives and things like that, but it's not like my go-to kind of thing to use, because it's this very long, drawn out wind up, and you end up getting like tackled. So like, especially like you take a corner or a free kick or something, you lay it off and you try and do that power shot, like there's such a long like wind up to it that you always get tackled anyway a lot of the time. So you have to kind of use it in spaces where you're going to have that time and space to actually get it done, but which when you're playing competitively online, you're not always gonna get that time and space to do it. But yeah, it's up to you guys. I'm not a massive fan of it. I don't think a lot of people are a massive fan of it. But yeah, I mean, they brought it back, so maybe they brought it back in a better way. I don't know where you're gonna be using it, but yeah, I just think it's one of those little if it works, it can be like an overpowered thing. There's probably been like one. I know I'm going on about this too much now, but there was one guy I actually used it against me that was literally at the halfway line. No joke, like, well, quite close to the halfway line, and he literally just shot with the power shot, and it flew in the top left corner, and I was like, nah, mate, quit. I was like, no way, bro, fuck off. No, like the way he just like, no.
Faster to the ball, you shoot like a rocket. That's my favorite.
Wow.
Yeah, that's his favorite.
How many playstyles are there? Do you have a number?
In total, there are 34
Power
brand new
header,
playstyles
good.
in
That's
FC24,
good one.
and they cover every aspect.
Really
and
good.
what I love about
I feel like this time around, the crossing, sometimes you cross the ball. Well, the whole shooting in general, like it flies off in like so many directions. You're hitting the post a lot. Sometimes like a lot of the time I try and like at least like hit the target, but there's been a lot of shit gameplay on this FIFA 23 where shots are so unpredictable sometimes. You have to hit that, if you're one of those players that have to hit that green timed shot and stuff, that kind of helps you. But like, yeah, it's so nice that if this one where you can actually make the crosses and you got that power heading trait and that fucking actually works this time around and you get it on target, then that's gonna go in. That would be amazing, because like it's got to be more authentic like that, where in the game, like in real life, if you cross the ball in and you got like fucking Haaland or someone like that that's on the end of it, they're gonna bust a gut and actually like head that ball, and it's gonna go on target and it's gonna go in. So and Haaland's their like main man this year, and he's really good like up there in the air. Like you've seen anyway, one of his moves is like to kick it, but he can head it as well. So if they can make that part of the game as well, where you can actually mix it up, not just do the tiki-taka, but actually make the crosses work as well, that's going to be big.
The playstyles, that's something that will truly define the players, make players more unique, and equip them with their true-to-life tendencies and signature abilities.
Like it can
Try
be
to
like
guess
more unique.
if someone has a
because
power.
obviously, like in the whole thing at the beginning, they was like, "Yo, it's all about the triangles, it's all about the tiki-taka." But watching this now, you can see like there's gonna be so many unique players on the pitch, so many like unique like different styles of play, it looks like. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to play. You're gonna be coming up against some people, and it's not gonna be all the same. It's never all the same anyway, too much. Like everyone's got their own sort of like unique thing that they do, but like generally there's like things that you can kind of like predict, and that's gonna happen, and the ball's gonna go there, and they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that. But this one seems like it's gonna be more sort of random, as of like the game, the play style. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to play. Definitely interesting.
Header, acrobatic shot, and power shot. Who is that?
I think it's your favourite player, Haaland, right?
Haaland.
Haaland! Oh, tremendous goal!
But this isn't in just one phase of the game, right? It's throughout attacking, defending, in midfield, everywhere.
Absolutely. Like, for example, the finesse shot with Son, rapid dribbling with Vinicius Jr., tiki-taka with Jude Bellingham, Marta, and
Tiki-taka with Jude Bellingham. No, I don't know really. Like, I don't know, bro. Am I not having the ball knowledge here or what? But like, I don't see him as a tiki-taka type player. Like, he went to Real Madrid, not Barcelona, where they're doing the tiki-taka shit. He didn't go to Man City where they got the Pep shit. He went to Real Madrid. That's I don't know. I just don't see him as that tiki-taka type, you know. Of course, he's an amazing player. I love him. He's a great player, but like tiki-taka, I mean, he could probably do it if he's in that team and he can do that playstyle. But like, I don't see him as that. Like, I don't see him as that type of player.
Has a great playstyles combination for both dribbling and finishing. Basically, all your favorite players will have a unique combination of the playstyles that truly defines who they are.
So are we going to see these playstyles in any other game modes?
Yeah, for sure. They'll help you make your pro more unique in clubs.
Here we go. So, of course, now they're going into the old pro clubs, which this does then really, like, sort out this game mode in a way, because it's introduced so many new traits now, so many different things. You can make your player so unique now with all these different traits, right, that they have. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I'd like to see some people's like builds with that. That's gonna be mad.
They'll help you create that perfect ultimate team. They'll even allow you to personalize your player in career to make your player play just the...
Oh, look at that, in career as well. Nice.
The way you want them to.
Amazing. So I know I don't have the real world attributes to be a trickster, but I would want the trickster
that is
playstyle
such a nice skill. You pull that one off against somebody. Damn, that's gonna be nice.
It's the bruiser playstyle plus for me.
You don't look like a bruiser though. You're a lovely man.
I just want to smash people. Nobody's
You're a lovely man. I just want to smash people.
Well, that brings us to our third in the trinity of technologies this year. What can you tell the people about the revolutionized Frostbite engine?
So, as people have noticed throughout this deep dive, the world's game has never looked better than it does this year.
The game looks amazing. The players' bodies, their faces, the light, the pitch, even the way the fabric on the kits wraps and moves around the players.
Yeah,
there's so much more detail and realism in the visual experience we bring in this year, and there is something that I've never seen before.
Amazing. I know we want to save a bit of these details for the presentation deep dive.
But hopefully, what we've shown already has started to get people excited.
Deep dive.
Well, I certainly can't wait to start playing, and thank you both so much for taking us through Hypermotion V, Playstyles, and of course, the revolutionized Frostbite engine. Been a true pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Timsy.
We'll see you back soon for more deep dives. Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club, huh? There we go. Okay then, guys, so that's pretty much the gameplay deep dive. So yeah, that was actually really nice and interesting to see. That was so much more sort of like in depth, and you can kind of see like what they're kind of going for in this year's gameplay now. Just gonna be so many like more unique styles, it looks like, of player. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy to kind of like keep. It is anyway, but like, yeah, it's going to be crazy to keep Vinicius in check. It's going to be crazy maybe to keep Haaland in check. But yeah, those two players anyway, very crazy to like try and defend against anyway, in even FIFA 23. But the way like the skills and the movement are like so unique now to that type of player, to that player himself, that's insane. Because like, if you actually play it now and you're like, yo, this is Vinny, this is Haaland, this is Son, this is, you know, you're actually going to be playing it now, like, what the damn, like, I am this player, like, that is going to be insane, like, to defend against that. And I think that's why they've actually brought this thing in with the defending now, where finally the ball sticks. That's the big thing for me, where if you can do the slide tackle now and the ball sticks to your toe, literally as soon as you tackle, bosh, you've tackled, the ball sticks to your toe, you can go away, move away, pass and get going again. Like, that has been my biggest like pet peeve with FIFA 23 and all the like other FIFAs like before that as well, where the ball will literally just bounce off of you and you have to tackle someone about 2 or 3 times online, especially if they're a good player, and the ball will just bounce back to them, and then you have to tackle again, bounce back to them, tackle again, bounce back to them, tackle again, and it becomes this sort of battle for possession before you can even actually just get the passing flow in and go and play. So I really hope they can, like, they have sorted that out with that one thing where you tackle and it sticks to you now. I know I've already banged on about that when it actually happened in the video, but that was big for me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed anyway this deep dive sort of like reaction and kind of in-depth look at what's going on with the game. Of course, there'll be more and more of these videos coming out because they're obviously going to be promoting the game, showing more of the game, so I'll be going into them more for you guys. I hope you enjoyed my look at it. You know, make sure you smash that like for me, subscribe, and if you're new, there's more videos coming. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.